Welcome to Chalk Talk, Danville Public Schools weekly news magazine. I'm Diane Locker, your host. Once again, we're at Galileo Magnet High School to find out what's going on, and what we're going to be talking about is athletics. Now, a lot of times when we think about Galileo, we don't think about athletics, but we've had some changes over the year. I have Michelle Ramsey, the principal, here with me, and she's going to help me understand, Michelle, athletics, Galileo is not something I'm used to hearing.
Correct. Well, originally the school was focused primarily on academics, so athletics didn't really come about, especially with being a smaller school. Funding as well as numbers have a lot to play with athletics. However, over the years we have had several sports come about, one being soccer. That was the actual first sport that had started here, and then we had the cross country team as well as indoor and outdoor track.
Now, when we talk about athletics, I think there's one thing we need to make clear here. Yes, we've had soccer and we've got cross country, but we're not doing like basketball and football and that type of thing, are we?
No, one, again, going back to the funding as well as enrollment numbers, it needs to support that. And, we need to build one sport before adding more.
So we have enough numbers to put the types of cross country and soccer teams, but not the kind of numbers that would support a basketball or football.
Definitely not football at the moment. So,
okay. What we're here to talk about this time is your cross country. You sent me some statistics that are very impressive about what the cross country team did this year. Absolutely. Now tell me a little bit about it, because what we're really going to do though is talk to the kids that were involved.
Absolutely. Well, we're very excited about our cross country. The performance this year, our actual school theme is Let's Go the Distance, and they really have gone above and beyond this year. Our cross country team, they won the Metro Championship, the Dogwood Districts, regionals, and then they went to state, and our men's team placed third in states. So we're very, very proud of them.
That's very impressive,
Absolutely.
Especially to place at state from a school that's really, as far as high schools go, is rather small.
Absolutely. We're very, very proud of them.
What I want to do now is I want to talk to them and get the coaches up here and talk to them too.
Absolutely.
Good. Every team has a coach, and I have 3 individuals here who are the coaches for the team that we're going to be talking about. Now, 2 of these are instructors here at Galileo, but we pulled one from elementary school to go with the girls' cross-country team, and I'm going to start off talking with her. Now, Nancy, tell me now, you're somewhere else, and you're not here at Galileo.
I'm not here at Galileo. I actually teach kindergarten at Park Avenue Elementary School.
Hey, that's a tough enough job without being a coach for something, because I was a kindergarten teacher, and I know. Now tell me about how you got involved here at Galileo with our girls team, though.
Well, about 5 years ago, I was actually an instructional technology resource teacher with the district, and Galileo was actually one of my homes that I was at. And at that time, Mr. Mark Bryant was trying to get a cross-country team started here, and they were in the working process. And so he approached me and was like, hey, you want to kind of help us and start running? So the first year that they had a team, I was not their coach. But the past 4 years, I have been a coach with them. So I got involved by being an instructional technology resource teacher and being housed here and having connections with Mark Bryant, and then just kind of filtered over.
Let me ask you something. As a coach for the cross-country team, are you a runner yourself?
I am. I actually ran in middle school, and then I ran through high school all 4 years while I was in high school. I did not run in college. That was a little intense for me. I've tried to continue my running career as it's gone, and so Mark had known that and knew that I would be a good fit for the girls.
Now, is it my understanding this year has been the first year for the girls cross-country?
We've had a girls team for 5 years, girls runners for 5 years.
I believe you said that. Yeah.
Yes. But we've had a team that we've been able to run for about the past 4 years. We have to only have 5 girls to compete as a team, but we've always had girls that have been running on our team. Now this year we have all first year runners. So some of them are not necessarily freshmen, some of them are sophomores, but it's their very first year that they've been running cross country. So we have a fresh team.
All right, now, if I was listening correctly, they've been running for 5 years, but not in cross country. Some of them.
None of them.
None
have
of
been
them,
running.
okay,
No,
okay.
this is their very first year that they have run on the girls' cross country team. So we've had some runners come and go through the years. Some of them have been seniors. Some of them are not running with us anymore, but still go to Galileo.
We'll be spending quite a bit of time talking about the boys' team and how well they did this year. Did the girls' team compete this year other than locally?
We had 2 runners that ran at regionals and qualified for state. So we had 2 girls that ran at state this year.
Okay, so we did quite well there. Now, Mark,
Yes.
are you the original coach of cross country here at Galileo?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so it was, let's say, your brainchild?
Actually, Jay Lancaster approached me about bringing the team to the Galileo and coaching the team, and we had a good time doing that.
Okay. Now, Vaughn,
Yes,
you work with Mark in doing the boys' team.
correct. I'm kind of the assistant coach. I help out with both Mark and the boys' team and Coach Schomer as the girls' team. I'm just the assistant all-around coach, I would say.
I'm just the assistant. I think it takes more than that. Now, you're also an instructor here at Galileo. And what is your subject area?
I teach math, and I'm lucky enough to have Mr. Bryant here as a mentor.
Okay, very good. Okay, Mr. Bryant, here we go. Tell me, for me and for the community out there, define cross country.
Cross country, I'm going to quote Henry Stevens, our senior captain. Cross country is like a festival. Everywhere you go, it's people camp out and run at the meets. But cross country, what it is, it's a 5K. It's a 5,000 meter run, 3.1 miles roughly. It's not done on a track. It's a separate sport from track and field, and everyone runs the same event at the same time.
It's not like triathlon where you do different things other than running. This is all running, correct?
That's correct. It's all running.
Now, this team this year, I want you to kind of give me a synopsis of what you've won and where your standings are.
Our team entered the year with high expectations, and over the 5 years, we've made the state championship 3 years. And the best finish we had was our second year. We were 8th, and then last year we were 5th, and then this year we were 3rd. So we've been moving up the ladder a little bit, thanks to our senior leaders who've really pushed the team hard and driven. But we began the year with high expectations, but not necessarily high confidence. So as the year progressed, we won our first meet. And
Now, was that at the Dogwood, I think you call it Dogwood something?
this was Jamboree, and Jamboree it's kind of like the preseason Dogwood or kind of metro meet area.
But who's there besides us?
This year had Bassett High School. Normally the county schools participate, and some of the local county schools outside of this county as well, such as Halifax County, and some others come to the meet.
Now, and I'm not really sure I know what I'm talking about here, but there is a state organization that, let's say, all of athletic teams belong to, like the football, the basketball, and that type of thing. These types of teams, are they part of that, or is this more of a outside of that particular organization?
This is all schools belong to the VHSL, the Virginia High School League. So this is definitely a legitimate league. It's not a club team or a club sport or it's an intramural kind of sport. This is a high school sport.
Okay, that answers it for me. That answers it. Now I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go to a break, and when we come back from the break, I know you guys are very important, but I'm going to talk to the really important people involved in this. So let's go for a break. You be sure to come back after the break because you're going to get to really talk with the team members.
Hello everyone, my name is Alexandra Reddy and I'm the Beta Club president here at Galileo Magnet High School. Let me tell you about Beta Club. Beta Club is a national academic club that focuses on community service. And in fact, our motto is let us lead by serving others. So every month, the Beta Club here at Galileo completes a service project for our community and also for our school. And then in February, we travel to the state convention where we compete with other schools in the areas of English, science, social studies, talent competitions, and it's a really awesome experience. But I also have the honor of being the Virginia State Beta Club president, an election that I won back in February at the convention. So this means that I have to travel to at least 2 other state conventions this year. There's North Carolina, South Carolina, all across the country that I am able to travel to. So I'm very blessed to be the state president, and I'm excited for what the year holds and making Galileo proud and making Virginia Beta proud.
Hello, my name is J.D. Edmonds, and this is my wife.
Janine Edmonds.
I am the Bond and Booster President, and I'm encouraging all you parents to get involved with your child's education, get involved with the community, and show your support for your kids' school.
Continue to be that bridge between the community, school, and family.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, I'm at Galileo Magnet High School, and we're here to talk about their cross-country team. Cross-country team for the guys and cross-country team for the girls. And what I'm going to do is start off talking to the girls. First and last name.
Angel Lynn.
Angel, this is are you a freshman or?
Sophomore.
You're a sophomore.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you've been running, but this is your first year on the team?
This is my first year running, actually.
Hey, welcome. How about you?
Caroline Woods.
And how long have you been on the team?
This is my first year.
First year.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
now tell me a little bit about, if this is your first year on the team, it's my understanding that we've had a girls cross country for 5 years here. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, what's different about this year than the other 5 years?
Well, this is my first year on the team, so I'm not really sure how the other 5 years went. But I think that we developed more of a kind of family aura about it.
Okay. In other words, a little more cohesiveness to the team. How many other girls are on the team?
I think there's about 7, something like that.
Yeah,
I think
about.
so.
Now, have you run in any races this year, either of you?
Yeah, we have.
Okay. You tell me first.
Yes, ma'am, I have.
All right. Which one did you run in and how did it do?
Um,
How did you do? Not it.
Well, my first race was at Jamboree, and that was kind of the preseason race. And my placement kind of came as a shock because, I didn't really do very well at summer practices. But that first race kind of gave me a bit of a confidence.
All right. How about you? Have you run in any races?
Yes, ma'am. I run in all of the local races, and then we ran at regionals and state.
When you run in the local races, is it any difference than when you run at regional and state?
Yes, ma'am. It's very different.
Why?
The competition is a little different because when you go to regionals and states, there's people from much wider range, so there's a lot more competition and a lot better athletics. So it's around here, your placement's going to be a little bit higher, so it's a little bit different.
But doesn't it also make you work harder?
Yes, definitely.
What's your grade level?
I'm a straight A student, 4.0 average.
Boy, I call that bragging. I said, what is your grade level? But
Grade.
Yeah.
My bad. I am a freshman.
a straight A freshman
I
at
am
that.
a straight A freshman. Yeah.
Okay. How about you? What's your grade level?
I'm a sophomore.
And how's your grades?
They're
You
pretty
don't
okay.
have to tell. You don't have to tell. What do you want to do in the future?
Oh, wow.
I know it's early, but just have you thought about what you're going to do?
I've thought about it certainly, but I don't think I've really decided on anything yet.
Okay, I bet you have.
Oh, no.
You haven't?
I have not.
Okay, congratulations to both of you, and congratulations on the work you did this year. What I'm going to do now is get over here and talk to these guys because they did a whole lot of winning this year.
Yeah, thank you.
Now I'm going to spend some time talking with the boys track team, and I'm going to start off talking with Henry because Henry is one of the captains of the team. We have 3 captains of the team, and I asked them how that standing goes, and they said we're all equals. Okay, Henry, you're captain of the team. Tell me a little bit about what a captain of a cross-country team does.
The captain of the cross-country team is responsible for making sure that the coaches are aware of all the issues that are going on the team and that those issues are rectified.
What types of issues would you have?
Usually it's something like an interpersonal issue.
Meaning?
Somebody
Just between
somebody has a problem, or somebody's not doing well, or somebody's having an issue with their racing, and it's something that we feel that the coaches need to be alerted to.
Now,
Because a coach can't be aware of everything going on all the time.
now I believe we've had the men's cross-country team for 5 years. Is that correct?
That would be correct.
All right. How long have you been participating on the team?
Well, given that high school is a 4-year experience. I've been participating for 4 years.
4 years. Now, that means you're a senior.
Yes, I am a senior.
Okay. Tell me what it has meant to you to be part of this cross-country team.
Being part of the cross country team has been it's been rather shaping of the high school experience. I've met a lot of people that I wouldn't normally interact with.
But what is your feeling on, don't you think competition has a place in your education? And that's what the track team would be about, competition, competing.
I've never really considered whether track competition is related to my education, but I like to run.
Okay. And you like to participate?
Yes.
How do you like to win?
I strive to win. I enter the race to win the race, or at least to help my team win the race, if at all possible.
You're a senior.
Yes.
You're going to graduate this year. What happens next year?
Next year, somebody else is going to have to take my spot.
Yeah, but what's going to happen to you?
Next year, I've applied to several colleges. I've been recruited by a few. If I choose to go to those universities, then I will run for them.
And what is it that you want to do in the future? What are you going to go to college for? What do you think you're going to study? What are your plans?
Probably I will study some combination of biology and English.
And what do you plan to do with those? What kind of career are you looking towards?
Environmental policy.
Okay, all right. I want to talk to another one of the captains on the team. Name?
Daniel Odonga.
Now, Daniel, you're one, I have this, I feel like I want to say co-captain. Would that be a way to put it? You're all equal, correct?
Yeah, I mean, we are all equal, but I mean, you can say co-captain because Henry did most of the work and I was just in the background just helping them out, helping them do other things, so yeah.
Now, I asked Henry what the captain does. How do you view what the captain does on your team?
Okay, to me, a captain is somebody who encourages the rest of the team members to keep them pushing and keep them working hard every single day and just go out there and just do your best.
Now, are you actively running on the team?
Oh, yeah, yes, definitely.
So you're coaching and running?
Yeah, you can say that, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about some of the things the team has won this year.
Well, we have won Jamboree, Metro, and...
Let me go back just a minute. I've heard about 3 mentions of Jamboree now. Tell me what Jamboree is and where it is.
Well, it takes place at Dan Daniel, and it's just a small race, and we invite different other schools to come.
Schools around in this area?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So they come in, then we have a race, and at the end we see who wins, and this year we won. So
now, do you have to win at Jamboree before you can go on to some of the other things that you did?
Oh, no, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, but this year was our year to win, so we had to win it this year.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, what's your grade level?
I'm a senior this year.
You're a senior. All right. How long have you been on the team?
2 years.
All right. Why'd you join the team?
Well, I tried out in 8th grade, but it didn't work out because I was still small. So, like, I went.
You grew up,
yeah,
and then you went back.
Then I went back. Then I was like, I can do this. So I went back and I tried out. I talked to the coaches and my parents, and I just started doing it. And I was great at it. So I stuck in the team for like 2 more years.
But you know, that has to be kind of unique in that you tried and you couldn't do it, but you were determined you were going to do it, so you went back.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of achievement there just getting on the team.
I mean, yeah, our gym teacher has like mile repeats during the semester, so we like do those, and I would look at my time and I would see improvements. So I was like, you know what, I might give it a try. So I went back and joined the team.
What are you going to do after graduation?
After graduation, I plan to go to ODU hopefully and major in dental hygiene.
Dental hygiene.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect.
Thank you.
I'm going to talk to the other captain.
All right, no
Speaking of dental hygiene, you've already got some dental work there too,
Yep,
don't you?
I do. Braces, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's move over here and let me talk to the 3rd captain. How long have you been captain of this team?
Just 1 year.
What's your name?
Shane, too.
Now, 1 year. Team's been here for 5 years. What grade level are you?
I'm a senior.
All right, so why just this year? You've been here for what, 4 years now?
Yes, ma'am. I've been here for 4 years. I didn't do cross country my first two. I started cross country last year and did that year, and I loved it. And just this year, I got promoted to captain.
Now, you're actually running on some of these teams that have had these achievements, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me a little bit about, I heard about, what was it, Jamboree? But I believe you've also placed at Dogwood and some other things?
We did win the Dogwood District meet, and we have also won the regional meet.
Now, Dogwood District now Jamboree is local. Who are you competing against in Dogwood?
Just our district. It is our district meet, so all of the teams in our district come together and we race against each other.
Now, what about regionals? Is that the same thing?
It is the same thing, but on a slightly bigger scale.
Tell me about state. I believe you guys went to state and placed third at state. So what's the competition there compared to Jamboree and the regionals?
It's much faster. The entire state of Virginia is running at that meet, so we have to run against all of these teams.
What's the stress level like when you go from something like regionals to the state? I mean, how did you feel about running in that?
When I did run at state, it was a much bigger experience, but I don't think that I was nervous as much as I was for all the other meets. It was equal to me.
Okay, so you also had a lot of experience by then. You're a senior.
Yes, ma'am.
What happens next year?
I hopefully plan to go to ODU. I've already been accepted, so I also plan to study information technology there.
Okay. Now, let me talk to some of the other members of the team. Hi there, what's your name?
Jackson Miles.
Now, Jackson, is that it?
Yes, ma'am.
Jackson, did you run on all of these teams that we talked about where we had all this great success?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now what's your grade level?
I am a sophomore.
And why did you decide to get involved in this?
Bryant's charisma is unmatched.
That's good punch for the teachers, right?
No, he approached me into my 8th grade year, and I was already going to Galileo, and he told me about this sport, and I decided why not give it a shot. Led it my freshman year, so I'm back for my sophomore year.
Now, were you a runner anyway? I mean, were you like a running?
No, I mainly played soccer, but now I've adapted into running.
Soccer. Soccer's got a lot of running in it too, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's more technical, I guess. It's running for a reason. This is just running for pain, I suppose.
As a member of the cross-country team, why did you decide that you wanted to get involved in cross-country?
Well, at first I was getting involved to continue running for soccer because I was planning to go into soccer. But then I wasn't accepted, so I'm like, I might as well just stay in the sport because I'm already this far, why stop? And then I soon started to like it, and so I've just continued going into it.
That's good enough reason. What's your grade level?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore, so this is your first year doing all of this kind of stuff?
This is my second.
Second year in cross-country?
Second year in cross-country,
Okay.
yes. I started
All right.
9th and then 10th.
All right, I think we have another track member over here. What's your name?
Heath Wood,
Grade level?
junior,
A junior. How long have you been on the track team?
2 years.
2 years. Why'd you get involved?
To be honest, it was to staying fit for soccer, because taking half the year off is not necessarily recommended for staying fit. So.
You're talking to an old person here. It's hard to more than that for us. Tell me what you get from being part of this team.
Oh, I get great friends and great experiences from running in cross country.
I think the great friends part, I haven't heard many people talk about that, but that's a good part of being a part of that team, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is.
What are your plans for the future after you get out of high school?
I haven't chosen any colleges yet. I'm looking at that, but I'm hoping to do some with graphic designs or some of the sort.
Okay. Talent. Lots of talent here. Caleb, I just found out that we have a manager of the team. I talked to the captains and that type of thing, but I didn't even know we had a manager of our cross-country team. Tell me what a manager does.
So basically what I do is I attend all the practices, I take time, I do a lot of the paperwork for the teams. I go to coaches' meetings at the events when Mr. Bryant or Schomer or Popeney can't attend. I'm basically just the guy that does whatever other people don't have time to do because they're out helping the team. I do background stuff.
But doesn't that give some, I'm not going to say stability, but you're the guy that they can go back to and find out what's been going on even if they've forgotten. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Generally, yes.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
Since my freshman year, so 4 years now.
So you're a senior now.
Yes, ma'am.
What happens next year after you graduate?
Next year at college, I'm waiting to see who accepts me, and the long-term plan is to be a lawyer.
A long-term plan as a lawyer. You know something? All that record keeping you've been doing as, let's say, a manager, that'll come in handy when you become a lawyer.
Hope so. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Mark, I've talked with the team members, but I believe I've left out something about medals, and medals are very important. What can you tell me about some of the members here and things that they have earned over the years?
Henry Stevens mentioned earlier about winning races and how he strives to win. He's won many races through 4 years, including the regional championship this year, in which he ran away from the field there and was all by himself crossing the finish line. And last year he was the state runner-up at the state championship, and this year he finished fourth. And for the 4 years in a row now, he's medaled in the top 10 at the state championship. As he leaves us and departs us and leaves the program in such strong standing, he's kind of passing the reins over to Owen Wood here, who finished 11th in the state championship and is currently the 6th-ranked kid returning to the state championship next year.
That is cool. Now, Henry, where's Henry? Henry Cullen, you didn't tell me all of that, about all those medals.
You didn't ask.
You got me. You got me. Congratulations. Best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
Now, we've got you coming back next year, don't we?
Yes.
And you're going to win some more medals next year?
I hopefully will.
You
I
have
cannot
to.
tell the future.
I have a feeling you're going to.
I do too.
I want to thank all of you for being with us this week, and I hope you're as proud of what these students are doing for Danville Public Schools and for Galileo Magnet High School. We're very proud of them, proud of the coaches, proud of the principal. Great place to go to school. Thanks for being with us, and be sure to come back next week and find out what's going on in Danville Public Schools.